Hello, I'm the awesome nostalgic Pharoah King guy, here to check out cool stuff anywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna level up with you. I couldn't help but notice that you all really hate this movie. I get it. Well, the movie itself had nothing to do with a certain anime, although it did! But because it was the so-called live-action adaptation of one of the greatest animes of all time, Dragonball Evolution. Really, Dragon Ball, what has Hollywood done to you? Hollywood, what have you done to Dragon Ball? Did you really, honestly think you can tick off the legion of fans with your misunderstanding of source material? In case you completely forgot what on earth I'm talking about, the Dragon Ball franchise happens to be one of the greatest, most popular animes ever made in all time. Took place in a parallel dimension / universe, and it follows the adventures of Goku and his friends defending the Earth from intergalactic aliens, androids, and countless others who really like to yell. Lots of yelling! Which kinda explains why we watched the spin-offs including Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. How many episodes were there while this live-action abomination is still here? 700, and it's still going on. But then seriously, there was this live-action DB film you want me to answer for. The so-called blockbuster that you didn't care for. And you Dragon Ball fans out there want me to answer for it. Even if you want me to make sure I review it properly all the way through. I mean, when you all watched this, I bet your reactions were all like, this isn't Dragon Ball, it's not even close. Or maybe, what? A Dragon Ball live action movie with no Frieza, no androids, no Cell, no anything from the anime? I think you should save your money for the DVDs of the complete series of Dragon Ball and its spin-offs. So as you can imagine, this was going to be an all versus new of the Dragon Ball franchise and the live action one. But no, there is no contest. The anime wins. I don't want to waste any time. I want to dive right into this meddling atrocity. Let's take a look at Dragon Ball Evolution. So, the movie opens up with a backstory which includes Piccolo, Uzaro, the Matuba, etc., etc. As you can tell, it looks like a commercial for some HD television. We then cut to a little training fight between Goku, played by Justin Chatwin, and Grandpa Gohan, played by Randu Duke Kim. And you can tell when you see the sweat and tears, seriously, it's not even real. That's CG. Was the movie too cheap to get the actors hot and sweaty? And seriously, since this is about Dragon Ball, they couldn't even get the fighting right. So after that, Grandpa Gohan gives Goku a Dragon Ball on his own birthday. He then goes to school only to be insulted by a bunch of bullies and his bike getting destroyed. At least there wasn't any money to budget some more CGI tears. What is wrong with this movie? I think you DBC fans should give me some brief about Dragon Ball during this review. In the original, Goku was a young fighter obsessed with perfecting his gift and honoring the art of combat, fighting when he needs to. He even learns the Kamehameha from Master Roshi and the Spirit Bomb from King Kai. But in the live-action one, he's nothing but an 18-year-old outcast who wants to be popular. He doesn't have a flying nimbus, and he doesn't have a tail, which proves that he's from a race called Saiyans. And also, the Dragon Ball universe magically takes place in the past, present, and future, expanding the world-building possibilities of the imagination. But in the live-action one, it's just a play on future. Anyway, we cut to a flying airship which belongs to Piccolo, played by James Marstar, and... Okay, where do you want me to go with Piccolo? In the original anime, Piccolo was the reincarnation of King Piccolo, who yearned to take over the world. He was once Goku's archrival, but after so many battles, they now had a friendship. At least the good Piccolo that I'm talking about even joins forces with our main hero. But in the live action one, he's a colossal jerk. A big jerk. Anyway, not Piccolo wants to rule the world, so he sends in some minions to go after the Dragon Balls, including his ninja henchwoman, played by Miss Iriko. And then we cut to a classroom. Were there any classroom scenes in the Dragon Ball anime? No? Good, because, I don't know. There aren't any! Anyway, Piccolo soon sees Chichi, played by Jamie Shaw, and envisions that she is in a field of flowers eating a strawberry seductively, and you know what? More DBC brief, please. In the original, Chichi was the princess of the Fire Mountain and the daughter of the Odd King and Odd Queen, but then later is the wife of Goku and the mother of Gohan and Goten. But let me get this straight. In this live action one, you had Jamie Shaw, the actress who played Gogo Tamago from Disney's Big Hero 6, role-playing as Chichi, who was eating a strawberry seductively in Goku's daydream. Are you kidding me right now? You know what? I'm gonna make this quick. Goku goes to Chi-Chi's party, defeated the bullies, and got friendly with her. All while Grandpa Gohan is attacked by Piccolo. How? By destroying his house. What is it with movies that had a dying caretaker? Anyway, when he got back to find his dying grandfather, who told him to find Master Roshi and Paddlesu, Goku looks around his destroyed home, and then he soon finds himself face to face with Bulma, played by Emi Rosa. More, please! In the original, Bulma was a scientist and the first friend of Goku when they originally met when he was a young boy. She's then later the wife of Vegeta and the mother of Trunks and Bola. But in live action, they're the exact same age and her hair is brown. Anyway, not Bulma tells her story of how her Dragon Ball was stolen by Ma at the Capsule Corporation and, okay, what is this, Spy Kids? Little Karibu saw some toy commercials with more realistic tech. Anyway, not Bulma and not Goku decide to join forces to find the other Dragon Balls. Along the way, they find Master Roshi, played by Chow Yun-fat. Then he gives his Dragon Ball to Goku and Bulma and tags along with them. You know, I know what you're all thinking. When you saw the scene, some of you may have said, didn't Lord of the Rings did this already with the Seeing Stone? If your answer was yes, then what on earth? They did the exact same thing in Lord of the Rings? You know what? This whole flick manages to base all of its material on everything except Dragon Ball. And you might have noticed they literally bring up the A word. I was referring to airbending. Really, movie? Did you really brought that up just to rip off one of Nickelodeon's greatest achievements? Do they know the difference between animes, not animes, and total abominations of who knows what? And so our not heroes go to a training temple that looked kinda like Mortal Kombat High, where, what a surprise, Chichi happens to be training there. They also fell down a hole and got trapped by a guy named Yamcha, played by June Park. In the original, Yamcha was a warrior who fights with a style that has a mix of the turtle style and his own technique. He used to be a criminal boss, but he now joins forces with Goku. But in the live action one, he's like a Han Solo ripoff who wants some payment. Goku, Bulma, Yamcha, Roshi, Chichi, Piccolo, and even Grandpa Gohan. What have they done to you all? The casting is just no. A Bulma with brown hair that likes to shoot people, and a Goku who wants nothing more than to impress Chi-Chi. Did the writers and director even read and watch the anime? Well, they build a fire as it gets late at night, and Roshi tells the same story we heard in the opening. But Bulma soon finds out, only now for some reason, that the Dragon Ball is buried beneath them. And I gotta a little bit admit, I kinda love the scene where Roshi finally jumped out of the pit, startling Yamcha. It did make me laugh a little bit. But I bet your reaction is, why didn't he do that before? And also, a moment ago, Bulma specifically detected a Dragon Ball only 3 miles ahead. And they were in a desert. How do you go from a desert to a volcanic wasteland in only 2 miles? Our world doesn't work that way. Non-worlds don't work that way. This ain't Super Mario World. You can't just go from desert land to lava land. Anyway, they found another Dragon Ball, fought Piccolo's minions, and moved forward. But things get a little bit more awry as Mai, disguised as Chichi, steals the Dragon Balls, as well as beating Goku and Chichi. While unconsciousness, Goku soon finds himself in the world of Twilight, where he finds his grandpa Gohan. But it's only about a few seconds because Roshi revives him with a Kamehameha. Really? I mean, really? Is that really the raid wide of possibilities that you just pulled off with this scenario? The Kamehameha. The Kamehameha. The technique taught by Master Roshi that Goku and everyone else learned from the whole franchise. The highlight. An incredible display of power of blowing everyone literally away. And this is the piece of junk that you came up with. Okay, who directed this movie again? James Wan. James Wan. Okay, you know what? Okay. Let the fans of Dragon Ball give it a little crash course or a reminder, as someone who has obviously seen the anime, what just the Kamehameha can do. If you can watch the clips from YouTube, if you know what I mean. Now, just a friendly reminder, you all saw what it can really do in the anime and games. Because that was a big go, big Hadouken from Street Fighter. A melee Hadouken. And what did the live action one do again? Your version anime. 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 What is wrong with you? You use the Kamehameha to heal. A destructive force of energy. The highlight of the Dragon Ball franchise that you've just turned it into an all-purpose plot MacGuffin. When you could have simplified that saying, that there are senso beams, something integral to the plot, familiar with the fans. Did you even read the series? I mean, have you no passion for possibility? Have you not understand the whatchamacallit that you could have unleashed with that kind of creativity? I mean, what is your major malfunction, mister? Why? Why? Anyways, the not-so-heroes head out to stop Piccolo after apologizing to Ernie Hudson for having him for only 2 minutes. Did I forget the fact that Ernie Hudson, who was on Ghostbusters, is in this one? Then at Piccolo's lair, Piccolo reveals to Goku that he's really Ozaru, having been sent to Earth as an infant to destroy him when he's older. Franchise, do your thing. In the anime, in the franchise, the planet Vegeta was destroyed by Frieza, while Goku's father, Bardock, was the only Saiyan left standing. which Goku was sent to Earth as an infant with a mission to destroy it, but an accident changed his memory, causing him to grow up pure-hearted and later becomes Earth's greatest defender. You know what? I'm just gonna wrap this whole thing up quickly. So Piccolo and Goku had their final fight. Piccolo is defeated. Goku uses the Dragon Balls to revive Roshi. The Dragon Balls were separated and they all have to find them all over again. Goku reunites with Chichi, who stayed behind while everyone else fought. Where was her? Oh, and just when you thought it was all over, in the terms of the movie's ending, it turns out they have a mid-credit scene stinger. It revealed that Piccolo is still alive and he's being tended by a woman. And guess what? It only took a minute and a half to show the reveal. What could you possibly show in that amount of time? Well, I don't know. The suspense will build up of picking plants, bringing the plants inside, putting the plants in the medicine, making the medicine, carrying the medicine down the hallway, bringing the medicine into the room, dabbing a cloth in the medicine, and then the reveal. Well, I'm glad you're not making a sequel to it. You know why? Because that's what's so stupid. So that was Dragon Ball Evolution, and I know what you're gonna say. This movie stinks. The story is bad. The casting is kinda off. The effects were awful. Decent. Whatever you want to call it. This whole thing had nothing to do with Dragon Ball. Because they've done got it backwards or something. It's got no Frieza, no Krillin, no androids, no Planet Vegeta, no anything from the anime at all. But if they're going to do it, the very least they could do is understand the source material. You know why? Because Dragon Ball was not just an anime. It was a great anime that we are continuing to watch even today. It was an anime that we remembered years later, even though others fade from our memory. It was an anime we will never, ever forget, and for a good reasons. There are other countless animes that help shape our teenhood, geekhood, or maybe adulthood through some well-good writing, imaginative ideas, and endearing lessons, no morals, and even fan service. Lots of fan service. Believe me, I rather watch Space Dandy, and I loved every minute of it. And some of you have watched One Piece, Kill la Kill, Soul Eater, whatever anime you watch. And believe me, better to say it already reviews other animes. And the idea of this, making a live-action adaptation with the fact that it even has the same name as Dragon Ball, just makes some people go sick to their stomachs. If you really want to understand the source material, fine. If you really, really love Dragon Ball so much, double fine. But watch the anime itself, not this live-action atrocity. You know what you should do? You know what you really do? Don't watch the live-action bad Dragon Ball. Watch the anime good Dragon Ball. And another thing, go eat some of Denny's red, white, and blue pancakes that taste like America. I'm the awesome nostalgic Pharoah King guy, here to check out cool stuff anywhere. And seriously, you could have, you really could have. I mean, you just could have.